team from last year, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Smith dropping the pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Smith wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game, and I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Baylor! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Caught close to the marker. It's Beebe. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Smith wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Just ran over it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Looking downfield on first down. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now the pitch. Gets it past the marker. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The run to the left. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw on third. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They go to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs are on the move.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Using his legs, it's Palmer. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
Pulls and fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Smith dropping to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Palmer. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field, you're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's King. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
The Bears looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to scramble. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his back in the middle. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. Found the seam on the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Palmer. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Using his legs, it's Palmer.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Smith dropping to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The throw. Another incompletion on third down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Scrambling away. Wide open, makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Off the play fake. Touchdown Bears! Fitted in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Smith wants to throw. The short hands, it's Palmer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Ezukama. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The inside handoff. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Offense facing 4th down. 4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Okay, break.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Smith dropping to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Palmer. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Come on, Cap. 221 away. 221 away.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Palmer. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. Ball's in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it.
Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Makes the grab. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Powers forward. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Here's a heat. Working on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires it down the seam. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. They're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Got some room, entered to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got got one guy there. It makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's the small. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Toss to the outside. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate